Digitization in Nepal, what do you think of that, Achal? Like, what's your perspective in that in 2022? And where do you think we stand at the moment in global scenario?
Yeah, I think Nepali people are really quick to adopt. So, for example, one of the things that I've noticed is there's phone pay QR codes in literally any shop that you go to. We see that in our numbers as well. So for e-payments, we used to be at 10% last year, and we're at 50% already. So I think that says volumes about how quick people are at adopting things that make their lives easier, right? You don't have to carry a big chunk of cash all the time anymore. So I think that is something that we can really play with, because for e-commerce, like that's the proposal, right? A lot of times I've noticed that most people in Nepal work from Sunday to Friday. The only day off they have is on Saturday, and most of the shops are closed. So think about the opportunity of e-commerce there. I think once people have started using it and realizing that things do get delivered on time and it is the right product based on the description that they saw online, I think it just adds that trust and being able to, even return things like a t-shirt that doesn't fit you without any questions asked. I think those are the levers that we can continue to pull to bring people towards e-commerce.
I'll compliment what you just said and add on to this that a lot of us, the day I realized that anything is possible when it comes to using electronics is when my mother started using it. A couple of years back, I guess pre-earthquake or along that time, when my mom started using the internet, Viber, Skype. That was the first thing, Skype, and then gradually now, like they're all over the place. My mother follows me on Instagram. My father is on my Instagram, and that really made me understand that okay, you can learn something new regardless of the age. And again, like you said, we adapt and we get everything. We, as Nepalis, we go ahead and learn things super quick. And having QR code, like you said, even have you ever had a pan? There's the
little bun?
Yeah, the little bun that you get that you put in the mouth. Which got a cherry on top.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mouth freshener.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Even in a pan puzzle, that's how I like explaining it. There's QR code now where you can just go for it, go pay for it, which I couldn't even imagine it a couple of years ago.
And cell phone reception. I'm super impressed because in the US, you wouldn't get reception if you're like walking in Muktinath, but here you do.
Yeah. There's no shadow of a doubt on that. And it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better. That's what I believe is in as well. And we're so used to going ahead and buying things, staying at the comfort of our homes as well. I want to jump in and I just want to understand we are in 40 plus cities now in Nepal. And plan is to expand to, let's say, 80 plus gradually by the end of this year. What have you heard when it comes to when we started in Nepal? When we got started in Nepal, when we got started in Kathmandu, from the employees that you have who've been working with daraz for a long time, what have you heard and where are we now at the moment? Our progress?
Yeah, I mean, the progress is significant, right? The one example I like to use, it comes up in a lot of media conversations, is, for example, in a shopkeeper setting, right? Like you go to a shopkeeper, you're trying to order a blue bucket, let's say. You ask for the blue bucket, the shopkeeper doesn't have it, he offers you a red bucket, and you're fine with it. You take it home. You can't do that in e-commerce, right? So these issues were more prominent before. I know that last year we had about 5% of the cases that was, this disconnect. But now we're down to 1%, for example. So it's more about us helping the customers understand e-commerce and the process of ordering, as well as us educating sellers. So we have Daraz University, where a lot of the sellers get educated on how to set up business in e-commerce. We also have Sahayatri program and Sarathi program that's more geared towards new sellers who want to set up shop with us. They get 0% commission for the first 3 months so that they can really ramp their business. We'll do their picture taking of their products, will help them set up a detail page that is close to the product itself so that it's reflective enough for the customers to read and then order from that. And then from the customer's perspective, it's more about just being aware of how to check, like once I've ordered, how do I know when it's going to be delivered? Like how do you navigate through that app? And we still get a lot of inquiries to our customer service teams on things like that that we continue to build as well.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios. Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify.